Okay, are we good now? So good day, grade 9 Amethyst. I am teacher Marbs. Can you all hear me clearly? So please type yes in the chat box if you can hear me clearly. So please type yes in the, okay, thank you for those who respond. So please make sure your microphones are off and cameras are open all the time. So may I request everyone to open their cams. Okay, let's wait for the to open their cam. Thank you, Teacher Mary. I uh Mary for opening the cam. Okay, so now before we begin, let us first ask the guidance of the Lord to a short prayer. So let us close our eyes and bow our heads.
Dear Lord, thank you for this day and for the opportunity to learn together in our online class. Even though we are in different places, help us to stay focused and attentive. As we study, guide us to be good listeners and respectful speakers. Teach us to communicate clearly, patiently, and politely in every conversation. Help us avoid distraction and participate actively in our lesson. Bless our teacher with wisdom and guide us to understand the topic well. May we apply what we learn in our daily lives. Amen.
Teacher, naka-off mic po kayo.
Sorry, so thank you for the prayer kanina. And now we will go for our classroom rule. So we will use the word call for the word call for our classroom rule. So for the C, come prepared and be on time. So I am happy to see all of us are on time for our class today, and we will see later if we are ready or you come prepared on our class. Okay? So next is actively participate. So join the discussion by answering in the chat box or raising your hands by raising your hands when I asking a question. Okay? So next one is listen and stay focused during our discussion. So this please pay attention and avoid doing other things while we are on our class for today. So last one is L, limit distraction, just like what I said earlier, listen and stay focused. So limit distraction. So um aside from avoid doing other things, find a quiet place and avoid unnecessary notes. So, do you understand our classroom rules for today? So, please type call in the chat box if you understood our classroom rules for today. So, I can see some reactions while there are students who are answering if they understood. I want to remind all of you that I am using two devices. So my second device is for sharing my presentation. So now that everything is clear, let's begin with a short activity. So the short activity titled call check. So for this, the instruction for this is read. You will read the short phone conversation that will shown on the screen. So you will analyze it. You need to analyze it carefully. So in the chat box, you will identify who sounded unprofessional and explain why their response was inappropriate. So be ready to share your answer when called, and selected students will also suggest how the response can be improved to make the conversation more professional. So for the explanation, make it a brief lamang or make it short for your explanation why and your suggestion for the response. So are you ready for our short activity? So may I see some heart reactions if you are all ready now. Okay, so for our first scenario, just identify between the caller and the agent who sounds unprofessional. So you may type in your answer in the chat box. So the word you will type is just agent or the caller. Okay, there are answers now. So may I call on um Janela to explain why is the agent sounds who's the one who sounds unprofessional.
Good
May I
afternoon
call?
po.
Okay. Good afternoon. So why the agent
Ayan,
sounds professional?
yung first na sinabi niya pa lang po, unprofessional na sinabi niyang ano yun, when in fact dapat nag-greet muna siya or kung tinanong niya kung paano niya matutulungan. And yung second naman, sinabi niya, hindi ko alam, tawag ka na lang ulit, which is sobrang unprofessional kasi ayun nga, nag-a-ask yung caller ng maayos nga, then ganun yung sagot niya, parang pinaliwala niya or hindi niya sinagot ng politely yung caller. Kaya I think
Okay.
sobrang ang unprofessional po ng agent.
Okay. So what do you suggest to make it more professional?
Me po ulit yung
Yes
magsasagot
po.
po.
Yes.
Teacher. Siguro po mag-greet din muna siya, then sabi niya, how may I help you, ganon. Then kung hindi niya naman po alam kung paano matutulungan, pwede po siyang sabihin niya na maayos na or i-refer niya kung kanino pwede tumawag yung caller, ganon.
Okay, that's
Thank you.
right. No, pwede naman i-refer sa iba kung hindi niya alam yung tawag. So for our next scenario, with the agent or the caller. Okay, again, Cassie, would you like to share why agent is the one who sounds unprofessional?
Good afternoon po. Anong audio po? Ayun po. So, I think po, kaya po nagiging na problem.
Hello po. Medyo hindi lang po audible yung audio.
Hello po. Am I audible na po?
Yes, audible.
Ayan po. So, sorry po sa disturbance. Pero ayun po, for me, kaya po naging inappropriate or unprofessional si agent dahil pinaghintay niya po si caller without any polite na pag-a-address po. Like, for example, sa word po na sandali lang, parang super i-clean niya lang po or without explanation, considering na yung pagiging agent po is job niya po or trabaho niya. And kahit pa paano po pwede niya naman pong sabihin na sandali lang po, meron lang po or may itatanong lang po ako sa mas higher up sa akin para po mas masagot ko yung concerns po ni caller. But ang naging sagot po or parang naging response po agad ni agent is sandali lang and pinaghintay niya po si caller without any explanations. That's why I think naging inappropriate and unprofessional po si agent.
Okay, thank you dahil na pinag-intay niya si caller na without saying anything. So that's why this unprofessional. And nasagot mo naman din yung tanong ko kanina na ano yung pwede mong maisuggest to make it more professional. So thank you, Cassie, for answering. So for our third scenario, okay, may I call on Aliyah to share her answer for, okay.
For my answer po is with the agent. So, naging unprofessional po siya sa part na to kasi the caller is asking politely kasi nga may concern siya sa kanyang account and then sinabi ni agent na edit check mo. So, very unprofessional siya. Siguro si agent, she could have answered it in a way na okay, I'll check it on my end or in a polite way kung saan ma-accommodate niya yung concern ni client.
Okay, that's right. That the agent was the one who sounds unprofessional since hindi niya naman sinagot ng maayos si caller doon sa kanyang problem sa kanyang account. And also you already answered my question sa what can you suggest sa na isasagot sa kanya to make it more professional. So, thank you for those who participate for our short activities. Now, if you were the manager, what feedback you would give to the employee? So since na kanina nga na agent lahat yung unprofessional, no? So if you were the manager of the company, what feedback would you give to those employees? Anyone who would like to answer? What feedback would you give to the employee? Okay. Yes, Mary?
Hello? I am audible po ba?
Yes, you're
So
audible.
I think the feedback that I will give po from the employers earlier in the activity po is that they should improve po their communication skills and ayun po professionalism when it comes sa work po nila. So ayun po. Thank you po.
Yes, that's right, no? They should improve their pakikipag-ugnayan sa the caller since their job is to communicate them to them properly. So how could this interaction naman affect the trust between the customer and the company? So how this interaction um affect the trust between the company and the customer? Okay, yes, Cassie?
Hello po, may audible na po ulit.
Yes.
Ayan po. So for me, makaka-affect po siya in terms of the trust ng mga clients. Possible po kasi na hindi na po bumalik yung mga clients dito sa agency na to because nga po doon sa naging bad communication ng mga agent. And in that way po, para mas bababa po yung sales, mas bababa po or mas magiging kokonti po yung clients ng agency kasi po ayun po, yung pinaka-communication po kasi una nating makikita or malalaman kung maayos ba yung company, kung maayos ba yung agency. Kasi ito, ayun po, parang kung gusto natin magkaroon ng parang kung gusto po natin ng magandang service from an agency, mahalaga rin po na magkaroon tayo ng respect sa mga or makakuha tayo ng respect sa mga agents po or sa mga callers.
Okay, that's right. Nakakuha ng respect from the agent. So may possibility din nga tama na hindi na bumalik yung mga caller or the customer since parang nagiging sila yung face ng ang company. So if they communicate or they communicate unprofessionally sa mga caller, they this will affect the trust between the customer and the company. Okay, so now we will proceed, or we will now go deeper further to analyze a more complete conversation. So I will now present to you a short conversation of an employee handling a call. So while watching, observe carefully how the employee communicates and handle the situation. So try to identify what went wrong in the conversation. So is that clear? So we will just observe carefully how the employee communicates and handle the situation. Okay, I will now play the video.
Yeah, what you need?
Hello, I just want to ask about your promo. About the promo, can you explain more?
Just tell your concern what you want.
I'm asking if may discount or
No need to explain, I get that already.
okay, but I just wanted to confirm. So is there cheaper option?
If you don't have budget, that's not my problem.
Okay, so what can you suggest for me?
Just call again.
Wait, please don't hang up.
Pwede po matanong? So, ganyan ba dapat ang mga nagtatanong? Kayong may kailangan di ho ba? Ganyan ba dapat ang boses ng mga nagtatanong, ma'am?
Okay, so do we napanood ba natin ng mabuti yung video, ma'am? Okay. Wait, let me just share. Okay, so now I want to ask you what specific words, tone, or expression did the employee use while speaking to the caller? What do you think, or what specific tone or words or expression did the employee use while speaking to the caller? So anyone who would like to answer the question? Yes, Diane?
Based po sa video, the caller or the employee used a rude and passive-aggressive tone.
Okay, passive and aggressive tone. Anyone? That's right, no? The caller used rude and passive aggressive tone. So that's right. Anyone who would like to answer my question? That what specific, ano pa yung mga tone or words or expression that the employee used while speaking to the caller? Si Cassie? Pwede, anyone who would like to answer then aside Cassie? Since, okay, magtat. Okay, let me call on Maron. What specific tone, expression did the employee use while speaking to the caller?
Aside from the rude and passive-aggressive tone po, yung kanilang, ang tawag ba? Yung the way of communication po nila.
Okay, so yung way of communication,
Like,
communicating, yes? Okay, the way the agent communicate to the callers. So now, how did the employee's way of speaking affect the overall conversation? So how did the employee's way of speaking affect the overall conversation? Anyone? Yes, Aliyah.
Ayun po, since parang hindi po welcoming yung tone ni agent, parang hindi na po nasagot yung concern niya doon sa conversation na yun. Hindi po na-address yung need na i-address. So parang na-cut off na lang po siya and parang hindi na po nabigyan ng pansin yung concern niya.
Okay, that's right. Hindi na-address yung concern na dapat masusolusyonan o yung agent yung makakapag-provide ng solution for the uh, caller. So, what should have happened naman during the call to make it more organized and professional? Since last for the your answer is rude and passive aggressive yung agent, hindi na-address ng agent yung concern ni caller. So, what should have happened during the call to make it more organized? So now I want to hear from Gabriel. Is Gabriel here?
Good afternoon po. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Ayan. So dito po, na-observe natin na meron po siyang rude and passive-aggressive and hindi po na-address talaga yung overall concern po nung customer po or nung tumawag po. And I think one of the ways na pwede po natin itong mas mag-improve po yung way of communication natin. Na-observe ko po kasi na naka-cut off rin yung, naka-cut off rin po yung agent or hindi po niya talaga hinahayaang makasagot po or maka-inquire po ng maayos yung customer po or yung tumawag. So I think one of the ways that we can improve the situation po is to improve the way of communication or give like for example po hayaan muna natin siya magsalita, hayaan muna natin isabihin niya po yung yung inquiry niya and kung hindi naman po talaga kayang sagutin or hindi naman po kaya talaga ibigyan po ng solution is i-advise ko din po yung sinabi ni Miss Cassie and Miss Janela po kanina na ibigay na lang po sa upper position po yung tawag po. Yun lang po.
Okay, that's right. Pwede nating ibigay or let the higher position handle those kind of call. Okay, so for the next question, since now if you were the caller naman, what do you how would you feel? How would you feel after experiencing those kind of service and why? So since how if you were the caller, how would you feel after experiencing that kind of service? Anyone? Yes, Maron?
Mapipil, madi-disappoint po ako dun sa company and then parang hindi na rin po ako babalik kasi I feel disrespect
Yes,
dun sa
na
service na binigay nila sa akin.
Okay. Okay, you feel disappointed and disrespect since ayun nga yung natanggap mong service sa kanila na hindi maayos, unprofessional, rude. Ayun yung mga ang pwede mong emotions or feelings doon kapag naka-receive ka ng ganoong service. So anyone who would like also to answer the question, how would you feel if you were the caller after experiencing that kind of service and why? Yes, Janela?
Ayan po. Doon sa unang video, parang sinabi niya doon, di ba, na if you don't have budget, blah, blah, blah. Parang, mafe-feel ko na, offended and frustrated ako. Kasi I'm just asking about the promo na meron kayo, tapos ganun yung sasabihin. So, yun, parang wala din siyang empath towards the caller. So, feeling ko, if you're an agent na nag-a-accept ng caller, always, have an empath dun sa caller and be nice din talaga.
So, tama, no? That they should be nice because we may offend someone when we are rude to them or hindi ayos yung pakikipag-usap natin sa kanila. So now, how should we address customers' concern to prevent the feeling of disappointment, the feeling of disrespect, or the feeling of offended? How should we address those concerns to prevent those feelings. Anyone? How should we address those concerns? Who would like to answer? Yes, Mary.
Siguro po kung kayo yung magiging agent or kayo yung mag-serve doon sa magiging customer, of course, you have to be more understanding, patient, and listen well to your yung pinagbibigyan niyo ng service para syempre ma-avoid natin yung pagiging disappointment. And of course, laging dapat you as an agent, maging respectful ka sa magiging yung binibigyan mo ng service because ikaw yung nagbibigay ng service. So what you need to do is be more understanding and be respectful for the people you serve. Thank you.
That's right. Be more respectful. Since the most important thing when we are communicating, we should be always respectful. So yes, Kathy, you're raising your hand. You want to answer?
Additional na lang po siguro about sa naging answer po ni Mary po. Bukod po sa pagiging respectful po natin, syempre ayun po yung pinaka main values na dapat po dala-dala natin kung saan man tayo magpunta. Pero ayun po, dagdag ko na rin po na as an agent or as an employee, dapat po yung mga details ng company natin is dapat po aware tayo kung ano-ano sila para po kapag may tumawag na po sa ating mga clients, may masasagot na po tayo and ma-avoid po natin yung mga nangyari sa mga naging situations po kanina. And ayun po, dagdag ko na rin po na dapat magkaroon tayo ng turn taking, yung patapusin po muna natin yung mga concerns ng ating clients dahil nga po sabi na kumbaga yung sa nakasanayan po natin, customers are always right, pero ayun po, dapat po mapakinggan po muna natin yung concerns nila bago tayo magsabi ng ating solution or ng ating opinion para po mas ma-address po siya complete.
Okay, that's right. We should listen first to the customer's concerns since it is our job to listen to them. And also, it is important to respect, of course, the caller. So now, how does showing respect during a call influence the customer's experience? How does showing respect a call influence a customer's experience? Anyone? May I call on Diane to answer the question?
I believe the customers would feel valued po and possible po na bumalik po sila dun sa company na yun.
Okay, that's right. The customer may feel valued and there's a big possibility na they will come back to the to the company or they will buy again a product to the company. So thank you for those who participated in our short activities. When we show respect, the customer feel valued, just like Diane said, and heard and important. So it may also create a positive and professional interaction between the agent and the caller. So even in a simple and simulated call, just like earlier that I presented to you, we can already see how important respect is in a communication. So now let's connect that idea how we properly handle call in a professional setting. So before we fully dive in our lesson, let's first check what you are expecting to learn today. So let me share again my presentation for a while. Okay, is my presentation clear now? Okay. So our objective for today is Okay, so at the end of the lesson, the learners are expected to identify the basic procedures in proper call handling, demonstrate understanding to respectful communication in addressing concerns, and perform procedures in call handling. So are you ready now to dive in our lesson? Can I see some heart reaction? Okay, thank you for those who react. So now, our lesson for today is procedures in call handling, or it is on how to properly handle a call in a professional way. So for next is, what is the meaning of call handling? So call handling is the answering, the managing, and ending a phone call properly and a professional way to assist the caller. So in short, is this how you speak, help, and end a call correctly? Okay, is that clear? The meaning of call handling? Okay, thank you. So next is, there are four common types of call. So this the inquiry, the concern, the complaints, and the sale. So before we dive in the four common types of call, I will introduce to you a very special family.
Teacher, may
Yes
tanong
po.
po ako, teacher.
Yes
In
po.
handling complaint calls po, how should an agent balance professionalism and empathy to maintain respect po?
Again po.
In handling complaint calls, how should an agent balance professionalism and empathy to maintain respect po?
So, when handling a call or the complaint call, no, it is important to stay calm, or to just like what we've discussed earlier, that we should hear the caller first before we speak. So, the goal here in addressing a complaint, we should stay calm, and also we need to be respectful in anything that she or he would say to you or to the agent. Okay, is
Thank you
that
po.
clear? Okay, thank
Yes
you.
po, thank you
So
po.
now, so now I will introduce to you a very special family. So this very special family, their surname is they are a sibling actually. So their surnames are Telefonina. So they call us Telefonina siblings. So now you will wait for a while. You will now, your task is to listen carefully. I identify what type of call they represent. Okay? So I will show you a video again, and you will listen carefully to them and identify what type of call they represent. Okay. So meet first the first Telefonina from Telefonina siblings.
Hi, relax. Hindi ako galit. Tanong ng tanong, pero hindi pa bumibili. So, guess who I am?
So, guess natin kung sino ang tinutukoy niya, kung sino siya sa on those four common types of call. You may type your answer in the chat box. Is it the inquiry? Is it the concern, complaint, or sales? Is the inquiry from Janela? Anyone? Inquiry, Telefonina, yes? Inquiry, yes, that's right. It's inquiry. So, inquiry, it is when the customer or the caller asks for the information. It may vary. It may the price or the availability or the fee or the procedure. So this usually happens when the customer or the caller are still deciding. So is the inquiry clear for you now? So it is when the customer asks for information. So for the next telephone, Nina,
Wait lang, medyo nalilito ako. Paano ulit to? Tama ba ginawa ko? May update na ba? Hindi naman sira, pero parang may mali. So, guess who I am?
okay, can you guess kung sino naman ang ating second telephone, Nina? Concern? Concern telephone, Nina, concern. Okay, that's right. It's concerns. So concern calls happen when customer need help or clarification. It may about the product or it may about the service. So the goal here is to assess them clearly. So when there are concern, we need to help them whatever they are telling us about their concern. So it is more on clarification kung paano ba gagamitin yung isang bagay, or kanina sabi doon sa ni second telephone Nina, the concern telephone Nina, hindi daw sure siya kung paano gamitin yung bagay na yun. So it is about when a customer need help or clarification about a product or a service they have. Okay? So is the concern now clear? Okay. Now we will now proceed to the next phone, a type of phone call. So
Hello? Wait lang, may problem kasi. Hindi gumagana to. Mali yung bill ko. Ang tagal din ng service. Ilang beses ko na to sinabi, wala pa rin. So, guess who I am?
okay, can anyone guess who he is? Yes, Russell, you have a question?
Teacher, may tanong lang po ako.
Yes.
How do the different types of calls, yung inquiry, concern, and other po, require different communication strategies from the agent po?
Okay, so the difference between the different type of call. So kanina sabi natin, the complaint, you should be calm when answering the complaint, since we expect the clients are not satisfied with the product or the concern. So when we inquiry naman, we should be knowledgeable about the product since they are inquiring or asking information. So for the concern, we should be ready to help the client. So because they are asking for assistance. So is that answered your question?
Yes po, teacher. Thank you po.
Okay, thank you. So for our next telephone, Nina.
Hello? Wait lang, may problem kasi. Hindi gumagana to. Mali yung bill ko. Ang tagal din ng service. Ilang beses ko na to sinabi, wala pa rin. So, guess who I am?
Okay, anyone who would like to answer or to guess the call in our type or in our chat box? Okay, the complaint. Okay, that's right. It is the complaint. So just like I've said earlier, this is when the customer are not satisfied with their product or they are reporting a problem. So usually, sabi nga doon kanina, ito yung mga sirang item when dumadating sa atin yung product or late yung delivery kapag may parcel tayo. So we are complaining to the company or to the kung sino man ang may-ari ng product na to. So in this type, sabi nga natin kanina, we need to be calm, we need to be patient and understanding sa bawat complaint na dumadating sa atin, dumadating sa atin as agent or maybe as a human being. Okay? So are we clear now in complaints? Okay, so we will now proceed to our next and last type of call.
Hi! Wait, baka gusto mo to? Ang ganda ng feature, super sulit pa, may promo pa ngayon. Sayang naman kung hindi mo itry, di ba? So, guess who I am?
Okay. So madali na lang siyang i-guess ngayon since this is the last type of call. Okay, that's right. It's the sales. So sales when the agent naman. So unlike the inquiry, the complaint, and the concern, the caller are the one who calls the agent. So in this naman, the sales are the one who offering or calling the customer. So when the agent offer or promote a products or services. So just like the fourth telephonina said that they have a promo, they have sales. So yan. So the goal here is to encourage the customer to buy to them. Okay? So that's the sales call. So are we clear on that? Can I see some heart reaction if we are clear on that? So the difference between the type of call is first inquiry asking for information, concern seeking
Teacher?
for. Yes po.
Teacher, may tanong po ako. What is
Yes
the main
po.
difference po? Ano po yung difference between yung concern and complaint? So, paano niyo po napapractice yung respect in both type of calls?
Okay. So, ayan, nakikita natin sa screens natin the differences between the concern and the complaint. So the concern is asking for help or clarification. Complaint is expressing dissatisfaction or problem. So with that, we need to hindi siya dapat i-practice, but we need to dapat nandun na siya kapag nag-a-answer na tayo ng call natin. So hindi siya nagva-vary kung paano natin ipa-practice yung respect natin because dapat naturally nandun na yung pagsagot respectfully sa pagsagot sa concern and complaint ni caller. Is that clear? Is
Yes
that
po, clear. Thank you po.
okay? Thank you. So now we will proceed to our basic flow. So basic call flow. So we now identify the type of call. So we will proceed now to the steps in proper steps in handling a call. So but before that, the telephony na sibling have a special dance number. Okay, so did we enjoy the special number of the telephonina sibling? So just like a dance number, there are steps in every dance number. Is that correct? So in basic call flow, there are proper steps in handling a call. So first step, the greeting. So we begin a greeting to be polite. So example dito is good morning, hello, thank you for calling when we answer the call. So next step is the introduction. So next, in this step, the agent states their name and the company or the office they represent. So example of this is example of this, just like in the screen, no, this is Marveline, you from ABC office, or this is Maria from ABC company. So you isa pang example. So you are speaking with Marv today from customer service. Okay, that's the example
Hello,
of
Teacher Marvs. Excuse me, time's up na po.
okay po. Thank you po.
Alright.
Alright, apologies for my audio earlier. Congratulations, Teacher Marvs, for your demo. Now, maybe we can have your evaluators. So kindly introduce them first before we proceed to their feedback.
Okay, good afternoon po. So I have three evaluators po. So the two of them po is fourth year of TLE ICT from PNU, and the one po is TLE ICT from the TUP po. So let's first may we hear from Teacher Kale po.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes po.
Nakita niyo ba ako? Sorry, nandito ako ngayon sa anak ko na pa-practice teaching sa PNHS name. Okay. Nakita na ako. Yun. Okay, unang-una sa lahat, Teacher Marvs. Unang-una, congratulations for, although hindi na tapos, no, yung ating discussion, no? Medyo may bitin. Please, tapos na. May part 2 pa ba? Okay, pero start na tayo sa ating mga things to continue and avoid. So mag-start muna tayo sa mga things that I like about your na gusto ko ipagpatuloy mo pa sa iyong demo, okay? So mag-start tayo dito sa first bullet, which is gusto ko yung ICT integration, especially outside din ng Canva presentation, magamit ka ng mga AI, very trendy siya ngayon, and also yung Padlet for whiteboard. Although, alam ko talaga, dito mismo sa Zoom, meron namang whiteboard. Pero okay, gusto mo dun kang nag-whiteboard. Akala ko nga, very collaborative na like, mag-i-invite ka na ng mga students na magsagot dun. Kasi alam ko, sikat din dun yung Padlet sa ganong klaseng bagay. And of course, the good acknowledgement sa mga students' answers and opinions. Pero meron akong i-suggest lang doon for the suggest lang. Kasi pansin ko, ang daming mga intake talaga. Maraming mga insights ang mga estudyante mo. Parang maganda nga mag-integrate ka ng little word cloud. Alam ko may ganun sa mga Mentimeter or sa mga applications like mga ganon, like Mentimeter, okay? And also, the use of multimedias, ICT, yes. Di naman porket nag-PowerPoint ka lang, ICT na yon. Okay. Goods naman yun. At nakita ko naman na hindi ka nagtatanggal ng mga watermarks. Okay, good, proper citation din kung saan mo nagagamit yung mga mga content mo rin. Okay, and also, open ka nga sa questions ng mga estudyante. Pero suggestion ko doon, manage the question and answer segment, no? For later sana kasi ang dami mga tanong pang college na sabi ng kasama ko na pang college na talaga yung mga students, pero in real life hindi ganun. Mamayain yung mga grade 9 mga high school. Okay, yun na lang for now sa continue. Sa avoid ko na, okay, ito na yung things to avoid. Kahit mga 3 lang na i-mention ko dito, baka yung iba i-mention ng ibang evaluators. So unang-una is dwelling too much on the motivation or sa other parts of the lesson, no? Mas, alam mo, very important kasi yung presenting the new lesson part, no? Kasi ito yung bagong lesson na ma-learn talaga ni student. So, pansin ko sa mga ibang bagay, medyo time-consuming talaga siya. Although, very comprehensive, no? Very reflective. Puro reflection. daig na pang ano.
Teacher, maybe we can wrap up our feedback po to give way din po
Okay.
sa iba po natin evaluate. Sorry po, medyo time constraint lang po kami since meron pa po kaming next demo. Thank you po.
Okay po. So that's all lang naman. Thank you.
Sige, Mars, we can have your next evaluate.
Okay, so for the next evaluator po from Teacher Cristel.
Hello. Am I audible? Ay, sorry, ako ba?
Yes po,
Okay.
yes po.
Ayan, so, ayan, congratulations muna kay Miss Kanta. So, first and foremost, unahin ko muna yung mga things to avoid mo, I think. Ayun nga din, sa LP mo, always be mindful dun sa ating KSA. Yung, yung objectives mo, ayan. So, kailangan kasi, di ba, you have to be mindful kung ano ilalagay mong mga words dun. For example, dun sa appreciate mo na part is demonstrate yung nakalagay. And then dapat nasa baba siya. Ayan. So, kailangan yung words na gagamitin mas like appreciate, value, ganyan. So, thank you. Also is yung time nga. Yun, nasabi naman na ni Kyle yun. So, I think, yung mga ano na lang, always present your instructions on the screen. Kapag kung bibigay tayo ng activity, ayan. Kasi yun yung mga laging sinasabi sa amin dito sa kailangan laging instruction mo, yung rubric mo before ka magbibigay ng activity. Ayan, kailangan i-show mo palagi. Also, ano pa ba? Ayan, so, ayan. Thank you. And then, sa ating mga things to continue, ayan. So, it's good that you always ask the why. Kasi yun yung pinaka kailangan, I think, kasi as a facilitator, dapat sila yung di ba, student-centered tayo. So, dapat sila yung mas maraming initiation or like answering, ganyan. And then they think, para magsagot dun sa mga questions mo. So, yun, very good yun. Also, you have a very sweet voice. So, kanina pinakinggan kita. And, ayan, very okay siya, good siya. Kasi, mahirap yun. Lalo na pag nasa loob ka na ng classroom talaga kasi maingay. Ayan. Yan. So, you always have to understand na iba-iba yung estudyante mo. Ayan. So, and also, yung English is also your mode kasi, di ba? Yung I think yung ginagamit mo language is English, which is very good kasi dapat po 90% of the time. Ayun, at least 90. Ayan. And lastly, yun, yung paggamit mo ng AI to lead the discussion, ayun, is very good as well. Mind mo lang lagi yung courtesy or like yung citation sa taas. Pwede mo ilagay yun sa loob ng iyong presentation. Ayun. So, congratulations ulit and thank you for having us.
Thank you po. So, next po for our evaluator, si Teacher Alea po.
Hello, congrats. Am I audible?
Yes po, audible po.
So, yung start ko lang dun sa continuation, ay yung continue. Continue mo lang yung activity, though ang nag-mark lang talaga sa akin is dun sa lesson plan mo. Always make sure na isi-set mo siya before your demonstration talaga. Para ma-check din namin. Then, yung sa motivation, yes, maganda siya, connected siya sa topic, but always remember na sa amin kasi, magkaiba yung review and magkaiba yung motivation. So, sa nakita ko kasi sa'yo, yung sa review na nilagay mo is yung mismong motivation mo na rin. And yung activity was good, but it should be after the lesson na lang. Since nakita ko na rin yung mga question, yun. Lalo na yung nagsisynthesize ka na ng mga question. It should be sa dulo na ng lesson mo. So, dito naman sa things to avoid, siguro yung sa mga questions mo, you should talaga, ilalagay mo siya sa PowerPoint mo para may mga, lalo online tayo, may mga students na hindi naririnig yung mga, yung explanation mo, hindi ka nila naririnig, nasa labas sila, or may mga work, ganyan. Then, ayun, habang nagla-lesson ka, may nababasa sila, then nag-formulate na sila ng answer. And then, doon naman sa oral recitation, lalo na doon, di ba, marami kang question. Tapos, time-consuming talaga siya. So, ang note ko lang doon is, i-limit mo siya ng 1 to 2 answers only para hindi siya masyadong kumakain ng oras. So, doon naman sa, yun nga, sa objective mo, yung sa affective domain mo, yun. Then, ayun. Then, after ng lesson mo, di ba, doon sa 4 lesson mo, after nun, siguro, you should ask them na, do you have any question before we proceed? Ang ganun. Hindi, for me kasi distracting masyado yung student na biglang, ma'am, ganito po, ganyan. So, ayun. Doon naman sa mismong topic mo or sa mismong lesson proper mo, do not show the example, but rather ask them para student-centered nga. So, di ba, na-explain mo na, then you should, tatanungin mo sa kanila, what do you think about this? Ganyan. So, can you give example? So, hindi siya dapat nakikita sa PowerPoint kasi it should be, ask or i-dictate mo na lang siya. So, yun lang naman. Thank you. Congrats.
Thank you po for our
Thank you po
evaluator.
Alright.